Hey guys, so as promised, here is my DIY Christmas glitter Disney shirts that I made, and these are going to be perfect for Christmas time or any time of the year, as you can change up the colors. Hey guys, so as I promised on my Instagram that I asked if you wanted to see a DIY Christmas Disney inspired shirt, and the response was that yes, you wanted to see it, so here it finally is. And I'm just going to go over what I'm going to be using for this shirt. For starters, I'm using freezer paper, and I have a silhouette machine, so I use my silhouette machine to trace out a design, but you can easily trace out on computer paper, or even hold this up to the computer screen and trace out your shape, and just leave it with the shiny side down. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to create a mini head, and I have the Minnie Mouse bow, and so obviously I'm going to have to do this in two parts. And what I'm going to do is with freezer paper, it acts as your stencil, and what you can do is you iron it down, and you'll be able to paint on it. So the paint supplies that I'm going to be using is I have some black fabric paint, as well as some Martha Stewart gold paint. And then I also wanted to add some like glitter elements to it, so I have some black glitter and some gold glitter. And my iron is heating up, so for right now what I'm going to do is this shirt I got at Walmart. It was just a cheap little $4.88 shirt, and you want to put a piece of paper in between the shirt layers so it doesn't bleed through, and I just have a piece of cardstock that I'm going to stick inside here. You could also, if you didn't want to do paint, another option would be to use the iron-on paper, adhesive paper that you could adhere a fabric, so you could cut out your design on the fabric and apply it to your shirt. But I wanted something with the glitter, and this was my best option. And the way I'm doing this shirt, I chose not to add any like full Christmas decorations, because they can then still wear these shirts outside of the Christmas theme. Even though they're long sleeve, we can just kind of roll the sleeves up. So I am going to go ahead and iron on the Mickey head design, and then I will be back to show you the next step. Okay, so now that the Mickey head has been ironed on, all the edges are sealed, so I don't have to worry about the paint seeping through. And what I like to use as like a paint palette is I save these old Bath and Body Works lids, and I then just pour my paint in there, and then it's just a good useful repurpose, I guess, kind of thing. And so I'm just going to squeeze some of the paint out. And you can either use a paintbrush, or I have one of these sponge daubers, and I'm just going to use one of those. And I'm going to apply the paint. All over the stencil. You could do this with many shapes. For different themes, birthday parties. And the benefit with the freezer paper is that it helps it stay in place. You don't have to worry about the paint seeping through, and it peels up really nicely when it dries. Shirt, it may start to absorb too much fabric, and you may want to do a second coat. I'm not too worried because I'm going to be applying the glitter, but if you are doing something more where you want to make sure that it's not too opaque, then I would suggest maybe waiting for one layer to dry and then doing a second layer. Okay. So that's the paint, and then now I'm going to take my black glitter and sprinkle it on while the paint is still wet. Perfect. So now I'm going to let this part dry some, and then I will be back to show you the next step. Okay, so when you have let that all dry and you've peeled up your stencil, yes, I have paint on my hands, but I let it dry, and then now what you're going to do is carefully iron on your bow, and you just kind of want to, this one, actually let me see, I have one cut out there, here, you're just going to kind of line it up to how Minnie's bow normally goes, and when I say just be careful, just try not to put your iron directly on the part that you're not going to be painting on top of. So I'm going to go ahead and iron that on, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've applied my bow stencil, I am going to pour out some of the gold paint. Now, this one will probably require a couple layers due to the fact of the black of the mini head. So I'm just going to dab it on. We will see just the, I'm going to dab it on. Like so. Dabbing it versus like brush strokes, due to the fact that just in case your stencil did not adhere all the way down, which I see in one of the corners mine didn't, but I'm not, hopefully it should be fine. Alright, and then I'm going to now take my gold glitter and sprinkle it on top. Try to get a good layer of the glitter so that way it looks more finished versus when it's all splotchy. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to shake this off gently. On a paintbrush brush to kind of clean it up. I will wait till this fully dries, and then I will dust off the extra glitter that went around the edge of the bow, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all put together. See? All you have to do to clean up. Just a small little brush with the black paint. And you could even go back over and sprinkle a little bit of black glitter if you want, but I'm not too concerned over that. But that is how they come out. I added the girls' initials just with some of the puff paint, A and Z. So that is how theirs turned out, and then I will show you mine. So here is my shirt that I made for myself to match the girls. I made mine a little bit larger, and I think it looks perfect with my Christmas ears. So here's all of our shirts together. I think they turned out really cute, and they're just a simple project, and I think they'll look perfect for the Christmas time to wear at Disney, or even not at Disney if you are a Disney lover at heart. So thank you guys for watching. If you tried this DIY, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see it. Bye.